Well, guys, our form seems to be continuing. We are the draw specialists of the league, but at least we're not getting beat. We're also through the 5th round of the FA Cup, where we'll be playing a championship team. So I think all in all, this could be quite a successful season come the end of it, provided we don't lose every game from now. Hey guys, welcome back to Small Football Manager 2018 and part 8 of Hammers United, and in today's episode we are taking on Watford and Newcastle United in the Premier League. And I guess in those matches we should be looking to win, but looking at Newcastle, they're up in 7th. Watford, on the other hand, are in the relegation scrap, very much in the relegation scrap. So perhaps we should be looking to beat those guys. Since you were last with us, we have played quite a few matches. We lost in the Premier League against Liverpool. That spoilt our little run of 3 wins in a row. We then drew 0-0 with them in the FA Cup 4th round. We looked quite good in that one, actually. Both teams looked a bit weary after playing only 4 days before, but we probably looked the better. We then went down to a late equaliser from Shane Long against Southampton in the Premier League. It could be a case of 2 drop points come the end of the season, but Felipe Anderson scoring again there. We then drew 2-2 against Fulham again. 2 late equaliser, 2 late goals brought Fulham back into the game. Yarmolenko and Lanzini getting the goals for us there. And then we had a thriller against Crystal Palace, winning 4-3. Jorgensen, Toure and Wilshere on the score sheet. 3 new signings, and Scott Dan with an own goal. And then we went through on penalties against Liverpool in the FA Cup. It was a pretty good performance. We probably deserved to win. Yaya Toure missed a penalty, but apart from that, it was a good performance, and we deserve to go through. And we now play Derby in the 5th round, which is a good chance to get through to a FA Cup quarter-final, in all honesty. We did bring in some transfers towards the end of January. As you can see, 3 signings. One of them is very much a one for the future. Looked a lot better on his scout report, but he has some good attributes. He's come in for 55k, so not much to lose out on there. We also brought in Bart Ramselaar from PSV Eindhoven. He's a 21-year-old Dutchman. He's got some decent attributes. He's come in really as rotation, but has got potential to improve in the future. That was mainly because we let a couple of midfielders go. And Andre Horta, you might remember him from Stoke when in the Journeyman. And he ended up going to Man City for something like 60 million. He was a brilliant player. I've seen him available, 5.25 million. He's got some really good potential and can obviously play in midfield centre. He can play over on the left-hand side, and he can also play in behind the striker. So quite a versatile player to bring in, especially considering the way we play. Mark Noble's gone out on loan with a view to a permanent signing. Diop hasn't been getting many games, obviously a 22 million signing in the summer. But he's gone out on loan to Everton, and I think that's a good opportunity for him to improve. Coyote's gone out on loan as well, and Ryan Fredericks has. In addition to that, Edmilson Fernandez went out on loan earlier in the month, so plenty of players out on loan getting some first team football, and I think we can be pretty happy with that. In the Premier League at the moment, we are currently in 11th place on 40 points, the mythical 40, to be safe from relegation. With 10 games to go, it's not looking likely that we'll feature in the top 5, but you never know, we could get up to 7th. We're only 3 points behind Newcastle. Key game today, if we beat them, you know, we're bang in the race for 7th, which would be really, really good at this stage. Cardiff cut adrift at the bottom, only 9 points all season. Considering most of them draws were at the start, if you remember, they were unbeaten. I think we drew against them, but they haven't been able to get many victories at all. Crystal Palace, Brighton, Watford very much in trouble as well. Leicester are, so Fulham and Wolves looking quite comfortable in the Premier League at the moment. This is the team that we will be playing today. We've got Fabianski in goal. We've got Zabaleta, Balbuena, Reed and Masaku in defence. We've then got Obiang and Wilshere in the midfield with Antonio, Lanzini and Anderson starting behind Chicharito up top. So let's get into it. Andy Carroll, by the way, is on his way back. Hopefully will feature before the end of the season if he doesn't get injured again before that time. But I forgot to do a team talk. Accidentally, of course. It'll be a good boost towards the end of the season. I have another option up top. Jorgensen's injured at the moment, so we've only got Hugel and Hernandez, which, is enough when we can score with defenders. Winston Reid has put it into the back of the net. It bounced around a lot in the box there. It'll be nice to have a replay. Lanzini got it in. Chicharito, I don't know what he was doing. Reid headed it down. Chicharito's shot, it just bounced about like a pinball machine. But Winston Reid was there again, and he put it in the top corner. So 1-0. Here's Richarlison again. Stress. This update is slightly out of date. Obviously, as of 21st of July, this update is. Richarlison gets it in, and Deeney scores. That is sickening, because he's not actually a Watford player anymore. But we were temporarily up to 8th there, which would... Honestly, I would love that if we'd finished there at the end of the season. Richarlison got it in. Deeney was there. He put it in. Good finish in the end there. Dearie me. But, we've went 1-0 up once. There's no reason why we can't go up again. Here's Strinic. Forward to Richarlison. Now to Chalobah. Ditalo. Now here's Deeney. Ditalo forward to Deulofeu over the bar. And I think he was probably offside anyway. But a bad miss from Deulofeu, nonetheless. And he has got a little injury. So has Antonio, actually. And he's looking a lot worse for wear. Looks like a tight calf. Let's bring him off for Yarmolenko. That's what we'll go for. As an inside forward. Here's Cabasel now to Richarlison. Richarlison to Cleverley. Now here's Deulofeu. Good tackle. Here's Lanzini. Gets it forward to Felipe Anderson now. Chicharito gets it forward towards Felipe Anderson. Into Chicharito, who hits the bar. Very unlucky there from Hernandez. And, we're coming into half-time. There's a few players just underperforming out there. And hopefully, with the Hannard Rolligan, we can fire them into action in this second half. Far from pleased with that performance. So far, Chalobah now to Cabasel. Richarlison pushes forward. Here's Cleverley. Now Deeney. Deeney on the ball. Good tackle by Reid. Here's Lanzini. Can he get forward? No, he can't. Fabianski on the ball. Zabaleta to Obiang. Come on. Not good enough. Not good enough. 50 minutes gone. Thinking about making a change. I think we might bring on Andre Horta behind the striker. Yeah. You can have a little look at him today. And hopefully he'll prove me right. Here's Ditalo into the middle. Balbuena gets it away. Here's Horta. Felipe Anderson. Oh, what a ball that is to Yarmolenko. This is a chance moving forward. Horta gets it forward to Wilshere now. Wilshere should have done better. Should have probably squared it. But Horta with the set piece certainly looks good. Obiang to Horta now. Oh, and this time he doesn't look good. Obiang. Musaku now to Wilshere. Felipe Anderson loses it. Not good enough. I think he's going to be the next one to come off. We'll bring on Marko Arnautovic. Certainly a man that can score a couple of goals if needed. But in the last 15 minutes, I guess we'd take a draw against Watford away from home. I know they're in the relegation scrap, but, a draw. We are the draw specialists at the end of the day, so... Musaku now to Arnautovic. Arnautovic into the middle. Yarmolenko. It's in. It's in. Right at the death. I don't know how it's managed to find its way in. Horta gets the assist. Let's have a look at this on the replay. Good interception by Musaku, and then Arnautovic. A decent cross into the middle. Yarmolenko headed it to Horta, who just stood there, let it bounce off him, and it went back to Yarmolenko, and he was like, oh, fine, I'll try and score, and he managed to just about do it, but Cathcart has made it 2-2. Another set piece that has resulted in a goal in this match, and it's back to 2-2. And we've both been as terrible as each other defensively, so I guess the logical outcome is a draw. Datalo. Oh, we don't want to lose it though. Here's Deeney. Now Richarlison. Sema was there. Masaku got there though. O'Shea. I'm assuming that's not John O'Shea, but it might well be. Capu to Deeney. Sema. That's forward to Datalo. And Deeney's scored. Oh no. Oh dearie me. I don't think we deserve to lose this match, but looks like that might be the case, unfortunately. It is John O'Shea. Has he signed for Watford in real life? I thought he was still at Sunderland. Here's Horta. Oh dear, Capu. Wilshere forward to Hernandez. This is a chance to equalise. Oh, what are you doing? Run into the box, why don't you? Wilshere into the middle. And again. Oh, Hernandez, big chance at the end there. And we have been mugged, I think. Absolutely mugged. And this has brought an end to a nice bit of form in the Premier League that we've had once again. And it's a little bit unfortunate, I guess. But in the end, at the end of the day, I don't think either of us deserve to win. Watford were the lucky ones to get a few set pieces and nice crosses in. But hopefully we can bring it back against Newcastle. 3 changes for the Newcastle match then. Andre Horta comes in behind the striker and Mario comes back into the midfield and Yarmolenko starts on the right-hand side. I haven't continued to the right day. I do this all the time in the Journeyman, so, you know, you guys can get used to it as well, like watch Hammers Unite. We'll continue forward to the Newcastle United match, and I think that we've got a good chance in this one. I have a funny feeling about it, but let's get into it, and hopefully we can beat Newcastle. You know, they're having a really, really good season though. They're up in 7th place. We definitely owe Newcastle, and they stuffed us 3-0 away from home earlier this season. So let's give them a taste of their own medicine and get back in contention for the top half. You know, these are the sort of games we need to be winning between now and the end of the season. Here's Mario, dead ball situation, Balbuena, and it's in. Reed is there again, like he was in the last episode. He was there for a poacher's effort, and I thought it might have had a case of being offside. I mean, it is very close, but Reed did put it in the end. And the assist by Balbuena, who's mourning because he wants a new contract. I've offered him a new contract, and now he's come out in the press saying, oh, he's not offering us a new contract or whatever, even though it says on his profile, change contract offer. So I definitely have offered him a contract, and hopefully he'll accept it in the next few days, and that'll stop all that nonsense. But a lot of players are mourning a lot at West Ham, and I don't know whether it's just because, oh, for goodness sake, what a goal that is from John Joe Shelby. I don't know whether it's because I'm a young and inexperienced manager. Perhaps that's sort of affecting how much they moan, or whether it's something in the update, because obviously the Journeyman was done on day 1 of beta. Football Manager. I don't know whether it's just something that's been changed in the coding or whatever, but hopefully we can sort it all out before next season. Here's Horta. That's really not bad. Not good, sorry. Ayoze Perez now to Shelby. Shelby to Anderson. Anderson gets it forward towards Danny Ings. Oh, he's scored. It's 2-1 Newcastle. We started so well. Oh, dearie me. And they've had 3 shots, all of them on target. 2 of them were from Danny Ings right there. I mean, it was a good save by Fabianski and a good attempt the next time, but we're 2-1 down. These matches are too action-packed today. 20 minutes gone. Come on. Well, apparently we're going to go more direct, so why not? Here's Mario. Yarmolenko now. Hernandez, Yarmolenko again, Wilshere, Mario, come on, Yarmolenko, come on, Mario, Horta, Andre Horta, Hernandez, oh, Yarmolenko should have scored, dearie me. Southampton having a good season. Bournemouth have dropped off a little bit. They started out really well. I mean, Watford. How did we lose against Watford? Terrible performance. But 2-1 down against Newcastle at half-time. I mean, this is just as bad, really. And, you know, they've only had 3 shots, or 4 shots now, and 2 of them have gone in. I mean, we've only had 5 shots, so we can't complain too much. But here's Anderson. Anderson now to Dummett. Please don't make it 3-1, thank goodness. Now, this is our situation. Wilshere. Yarmolenko. Horta! What a goal that is. His first goal for the club. Andre Horta. And he has been a revolution since he's come in January. 5.75 million. Lanzini, who are you? Yarmolenko and Horta. Absolutely terrific finish there. And he's levelled it up at 2-2 here. And hopefully now we can push on and win this game. 60 minutes gone. I think Yarmolenko is going to be the one to come off. We'll bring Antonio on, and hopefully he can do something. Jack Wilshere as well is going to come off, and I guess we can bring in Lanzini. How does he like that? I mean, he likes other stuff better, but maybe having Lanzini back in the midfield could be a masterstroke. Here's Anderson. Mario forward to Hernandez now. Hernandez. Yarmolenko. Horta scores his second goal. It's 3-2. And Yarmolenko links up with Horta once again. And we're now ahead in this game. Yarmolenko is actually coming off. Do we want that to happen? I'm going to say no. And then I guess we bring Obiang on instead for Mario and try and tighten up a little bit. Here's Yedlin. Now Ayose to Yedlin again. Mbemba. Darlow. Clark. Here's Mbia. Clark again. Mbemba. Yedlin. Shelvey. Clark. Mbia. Come on. Anderson. Oh, this feels like a goal. Wilshere. Felipe Anderson now to Andre Horta on a hat-trick, remember. Felipe Anderson again. He's going to get it in. Wilshere's there. Wilshere should score. 70 minutes gone now. Wilshere's on a yellow card. Don't really have anyone else we can bring back. I mean, Horta, I guess we could bring back, but no, we'll keep it how it is. We'll keep it how it is for now. We're going to go into control. We've got more possession. We've got the lead. We should be controlling this match now. The last 10 minutes. Oh, I'm so nervous. So nervous for this. Here's Reed. Now Hernandez. Boot it forward. Here's Horta. Horta's on a hat-trick, remember. Horta! Oh, that was a chance for a Premier League hat-trick. But yeah, what a player he is, and I'm so glad we've brought him in. I'm so glad I spotted him. Now here's Mbemba, Shelvey, Dummett, forward to Anderson. Good tackle by Zabaleta there. Horta forward to Hernandez now. Hernandez, Anderson gets it in. It's Yarmolenko. Oh, I thought Horta was going to get his hat-trick there. Dear me, but I think we're just about going to hang on. 5 seconds to go. This will move us to 9th in the Premier League. And only 6 points behind 6th place Manchester City. So everything's good. Everything's good. And it's a shame that we couldn't get anything out of the Watford match. Imagine if we'd got 6 points out of today's episode. But that is going to be that. If you have enjoyed that, then make sure you do leave a like down below. It really does help me out. Means a lot to me as well. Subscribe for daily Football Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.